Hello all, hope you is goo. Welcome back to EU4 and Switzerland. So, last time I, for all intents and purposes, have finally now completed Switzerlake with just Mercs, but of course the run's continuing. I was about to make a comment about how Croatia was still not in my coalition, and that there'd be a pretty good person to go for next, but you saw what just happened. So, now I need to think of what's next. If only I had a, oh, I've got a claim on Constance. I could just do this. Be a bit much to ask for though, I think, at the moment. I mean, I could just take it on and win, but let's just keeping strong, you know. But 99% overextension. Let's actually press the buttons to call this. Hold on. Can I? Hold on. I've got a better idea. Concentrate development. Yeah, that one state was perfect. And I'll wait a month or two for the war exhaustion. Nah, let's just do it. Only a few paper mana behind. It's fine. So, my truce with Austria is non-existent. It's Austria time. Anyway, let's go deal with Burgundy. What a good thought. I didn't even think about Austria. Oh, clearly I did, but I mean, you know, before I started the episode I didn't think about Austria. I just thought, hey, let's just get this Croatia thing on the go. But no, I can fight Austria. They didn't join the coalition. They are 100%. And I've got a few claims. Good stuff. So Burgundy in this war, Munster in this war, Planner in this war, Trier in this war. Anyone that I can ask to convert, not convert, just like force convert? I don't think so. I think our goose is cooked on the getting people that can force convert side here. Bavaria are 53%. Yeah. I might need to try and wrangle a war with, say, Lip. Or some such. Russia wants ducats. I say no in spirit, but yes in action. Let's get more workshops in. Here you go, Russia. Take some ducats. Excellent. I'm back to being slightly over my overextension. Not quite useful, but that's okay. I'll get more GovCap at Tech 17. Quite a lot of it too. So for a while I'll just have to ride being overextended. Unless, of course, I, for instance, had a way to just miraculously reduce my governing capacity usage in my provinces. Something like that would be nice. I mean, at the moment, based on what I've got here, this isn't enough. I need to make some state houses, but let's have a look. What would be the best one? Wildstadt? I can get behind Wildstadt. I'll build a few state houses around. Bear in mind that Wildstadt has had its infrastructure improved, so it's gonna have the weapons manufactory and the state house. Really, what I should do is I should check every province that I want to build a state house in, because I could always expand infrastructure in the provinces to have both a regular money manufactory and a state house, just to help keep on top of things. But yeah, that's looking fine. Let's bring these guys up and around. I don't want to hire a general for the Grand Company still. I'm still very much against that for the moment. Right, Burgundy have been sieged. This is great. If I can get Burgundy out under, say, I mean, who are their allies? Let's look at that. Teutonic Order, don't care. Austria, don't care. Cologne, don't care. The Planet, don't care. Verdun, don't care. Genoa, don't care. Kallenberg, don't care. So I make them now no alliances. And I just basically white piece them out. I'll make some claims and take them on. That sounds like a good plan. And that means big old Burgundy are out of the coalition. This is good. I can very much get behind this, you know. As a plan. I mean, I'm currently just under 1400 dev. Don't worry, I'll catch up. I mean, of course, we're not going to have a colonial nation, so everything I do needs to be centred on the inland provinces and provincial trade power and production efficiency and stuff. But guess what? I'm taking economic ideas next, so I think I'm fine. Okay, let's start sending this 44k over to go help with Burgundy. I wish the AI would reinforce my battles when they see I'm going in. Like how Strasbourg just went in. Come on, hold. They don't need to do much, they just need to hold slightly. Yeah. I only lost 8k units from that. Incredible. Considering the circumstances. Let's claim more stuff from Poland. I'll probably need to revoke this diplomat. I'll need to put something into France. Here we go. Truce is over 1593. And ha, stack wipe back on them. That's a retaliatory stack wipe, you know that, right? Let's go to Belgrade. Go get rid of the Palatinate. Which I can also send this unit to go and siege down. Thinking about it. Nice. Then, let's go attack Bavaria. I think I need to get Bavaria out of the war. The question is, do I get them to go to, say, Salzburg on its own, and then try and wrangle them into enforcing peace, enforcing religion? Again, I really want to fulfill this not Switzerland, the Empire, sorry. The Geneva Conventions thing. And I don't want to do Humanist. There's no real reason why I don't want to do Humanist, other than I've got different ideas planned for the campaign. Also, I mean, like, that'd be a way away at this point, because I'm doing economic next. Even then, that's not until like 4 tech levels time. Kind of a crazy amount to wait for. In the grand scheme of things. I also think on the next election I'm going to... I mean, Christoph is young, but they're indulgent. I think I'm going to swap to you know, a person that gives admin. Is the plan. A bureaucrat candidate, I think, are the words I'm looking for. Now, Burgundy, give me a white piece. Exactly what I'm after. I'll start making claims on Burgundy to take this land. And let's go to deal with someone. Excellent. Conquest on Burgundy can continue. I'm also not claiming against the Ottomans right now. After this war, I also probably need to remove Poland as a rival and put on Burgundy. Because, not because I don't want to fight Poland, but because I need to wait until a more opportune moment to fight Poland. And Burgundy's more imminent. So who else is in this war? Munster, the planet Trier. Let's send these guys to Trier. Poor Brittany's getting sieged out, but oh well. Someone's got to pay the price, and I guess it may as well be Brittany instead of me. And yes, I will be taking the remainder of Austria in this war. It says they're 100%. Of course, with the claims taken into account. Wait a second, what do you mean? Oh yeah, and the fact that Trieste is taken into account, because I can't take the coast. That's not true Switzerlake, is it? If I take the whatchamacallit in the thingamid-bobs, this number needs to remain 0 the entire campaign. If there's a pulse event that says, gives me sailors, I'm gonna laugh. I might also, as a meme, take naval and maritime as my last 2 ideas. We'll see. There's ideas. I don't really know what I'm doing, as you can probably tell. I mean, I do, clearly. I'm, you know, ahead of the game here, but like, I mean, I don't know what direction this campaign would eventually go in at this moment. Clergy influence is 40 or greater. So you're telling me if I add oversight by the clergy, you're at 40 influence, then I can religious delegation. Okay, they kept my alliance with Brittany for me. They didn't make me annul that. Interesting choice. Also, I've got literally like a claim on the Ottomans. I could do with more. I'm leaving the spy network in Croatia until I've got a claim. Then once that claim is taken, I will then probably just take the diplomat off. Also, their capital is Beova, which is 9 dev, but then they've got a province here for 18 dev. I know which province I'll be taking. All of them. But like, damn, where did I don't know if that's a case of their deving priorities or what. I don't even remember if that province starts with a high dev or something. Right, planet. Everybody hates me anyway. Do I just do that? Do I just eat the planet now? It'd be one less person in my coalition, right? I mean, I know I've still got provinces to call from France. Just that extra one, actually. You know what? Platinate. Thanks for the provinces, buddy. Nice. There we go. Now we're just a little bit stronger. I do have also need to deal with Trieste here. Let's send not the Bandner, but the other 2 to Girafarig. Meanwhile, I'm not remaining too far over my force limit. I'm still doing okay. 131 over 99. We're doing okay. I could have hired more mercs. More of them. Imagine that. I mean, I've still got a few more merc companies to go through here. I don't even have my independence done. I can rehire the Free Swiss Guard, even though they kind of suck. There's Cossacks hosts, the Krabats. The Morlachs are back and looking slightly better, but not much better. But no, Honestly, it's the Bandonnaires that are looking really strong. With them 8 cannons. I need more Merc stacks like this. I need a Merc stack that's just called, like, cannons. Cannons, cannons, and more cannons. Because with cannon you can. Or something. Not like all of that together. That would be a very long name. But I think you get the gist of what kind of units I need. If that doesn't paint a pretty picture, I don't know what does. But then again, I also can't predict the weather. Right. 3 provinces have a mountain fort level of at least 3. Let's get this on the go. I will sacrifice 2 corruption. And I need... Let's have a look at this then. Let's turn Intal into a level 4. This is already a level 3, but I don't need to upgrade this, but I could do. I'm going to get Chum into a level 4. Let's get Burn into a level 4. And then let's get Chur into a level 4. I know that's 4 of them instead of 3, but that's fine. Then protect against Austria. I can't say that Austria no longer exists. I need to take out everything with the exception of Trieste and let Venice deal with them. Is my plan? Because again, I can't take the province. It's too close to that. It's too close to that water thing everyone's talking about. More claims on Le Français. Mercy buckets. Recently I destroyed the world with you, now I'm destroying you. Or something. Right. Let's grab none of that. We'll just leave this here. And you know what, I might even just also annex Trier. I know I'm already over my gov cap, so taking the extra land is a little bit off, but it could be done. Also, I'm slightly over my overextension. Ooh. No, I'm not. I'm not over my gov cap at all. I mean, I am over my overextension still. It's because I was going to say I'm over my gov cap, but no. I'm getting my derp head on. I am over my overextension, but I'm no longer over my gov cap. Thanks to the extra state house I built in Wildstat. So I could take goods produced, but I'm currently refusing. Because I want to take the Tech 15 for Mauritian infantry. Then we'll go back to the plutocratic ideas. Across the board, Dip Tech and Admin Tech 15 don't bother me. I'll need to take them to be ahead of time for the corruption bonuses, and that is it. The actual bonuses from the levels don't matter. And I'm going to get a claim on Rothenburg. Sure. I don't mind. So the Ottomans are at war with Greece. They're no doubt going to win. In an unsurprising twist. But hey, we've won the Siege of Trier. Let's send these to Dortmund. Not going to peace out Trier yet, because as mentioned, I might actually take Trier. I need to figure out what the plan is before I jump into chaos mode. What I do know is that the borders aren't going to remain an eyesore forever. Let's see here, Turin. I can now build the farm estate and the state house. And yes, you did just see me put a sword manor dev into the province. I know I still want Tech 15, don't worry, I'll be getting it soon. There's not many people who are on 15 or, you know, ahead of me in any real sense, so I think that's fine. Munster next. We'll go to Neuhausen. In the meantime, let's circle these guys back to Bourbonnais. That's a great plan. I can't fabricate any more claims because my spy's been discovered. The Moravia are now a free city. Good for you. I'm ignoring the Triarian peace offer as previously mentioned. To Lucian separatists, that's okay. I'll be dealing with both. I've got nothing to lose. Kara decided that they've actually seen what I've been doing and they don't like it. In the meantime. A little disappointing. I thought they would have at least respected the grift here, but okay. Let's go deal with Bavaria. Like, really deal with Bavaria? Materia? Gadaria? Excellent. Then we go deal with this. I still don't know what I'm doing with Trier, Bavaria and Munster though. I could take Trier and some of Munster, but I don't know if I want to do that. No, Austria, I'm not piecing you out. The plutocratic ideas are just staring me in the face, saying, please take us. I'm just like, no, even though I really want to take them. Right, Palatine separatists for the land that I just took. Widespread opposition is an overextension event. We know this by now. We've seen it enough. All because I'm 8% over the limit. Such a shame. I'm on 108.0, so I don't know if Dauphine itself is going to take me directly to 100 or still just over. And hey, I centralised the Wohlstadt state, meaning that my GovCap usage has been slightly reduced. Brilliant stuff. I can get behind the notion. And I've got so much further under the GovCap from it that there's now enough to make states on some of the other stuff that I've taken. But hey. We'll leave that out for now. I will eventually have everything statified, I hope. Also bear in mind I am still just a duchy. I can only go up to a kingdom if I become an elector. Or, what I could always do, is leave the HRE and just become an empire immediately. But I'm still wanting to take the empire land. So it's better for me to sort of remain here for a bit. The mission for the Switzerland and the Empire is Age of Revolutions, and I'm still in the HRE. That's fine. So it's the last age, the revolutions, because the next one's absolutism. Yeah, that's cool. I probably will be out of the Empire before then. I hope I'm out of the Empire before then. If not, I've done something slightly obscure or weird or something. I mean, at the end of the day, I could just leave now and just immediately get Empire status for a whole bunch of GovCap, but I don't see any reason. If I'm honest. There's not like a true purpose for it, you know? Serbian separatists, let's deal with that with the army with a general. I will eventually grab generals for the independent and grand armies. Why I said grab? I don't know. Like, eventually I'll grab a general for the grand and the independent armies, but for now I'm not fussed. It's really not a big issue. And we've got several different rebel types. You know, I could turn Orthodox. That would require me to allow a lot of land to become occupied by rebels, and in the meantime people would then probably declare war on me, but I could do it. Let's give access, so Ottomans and Shirvan. Right, good thing I didn't press accept all the way through there. Ha! Crete are independent now. Nice. So the Ottomans are going for the Mamluks for invasion. Second Ottoman invasion. See? They don't always take the eyalet at all now. They just use it as a CB to get a couple extra provinces from them or whatever. I can't remember what the invasion CB does in terms of war score cost for other provinces when you're not just taking them as an eyalet. Maybe it reduces the war score cost for certain provinces, but honestly they should have just took the Mamluks the first invasion. That's all I'm going to say. Missed opportunity. Let's reduce war exhaustion. I'll have a little look and see. Right, how long have we got here? This war's been going on for 3 years, so I've got 2 more. Technically speaking. Trier. Your provinces. A 41% overextension. If I let some of this core, I can then take Trier. The Austrian provinces are 66% overextension. Yeah, I can kind of get behind this. I think I take nothing from Munster. I want to keep them in the war though, so that the other guys don't go into unconditional surrender. If Austria go into unconditional surrender while I've not got a lot of admin points, we're going to have a bad time. Oh, they're heading to Oversticht. Absolutely, they're heading to Oversticht. Right, so I'll sit in Meppen, then I can go to either or province. Right, I'll wait till January to take Tech 15. So that way I spend slightly less mill power on it. I think I'm going to re-elect this guy. This guy's getting re-elected. He's just. I can get behind that. He's just and he's young. 2 good reasons to keep the general flowing and rolling. So let's claim Toulouse. So I can to win. Orthodox Zealots in Niche, you say? I also want to claim this province here. And then let's deal with the Orthodox Zealots. And instead of stack wiping their units, how about I just sit on the province and stop them from creating the units? I think would be a better use of the resource. Collapse of the Mamluk Sultan. Their land belongs to Sultan Mehmed. Right, okay, but shouldn't they just... Alright. You know what? I'm gonna give up in trying to figure out the Ottomans' mindset on this. Let's take Trier. 251 admin for 2 provinces. Are you crazy? No, you're just fairly well developed. Right, let's go sit on Oversticht. Right, so Alpine Bastions is complete, giving me more fort defense. And I can't do this yet, as mentioned. Which is fine. When Venice wipe out Austria, I can then take it. Meanwhile, no country has von Habsburg lineage, so I'll immediately be able to end the Habsburgs, which gives me more morale of armies for the rest of the game. Good stuff. And we'll keep this guy. Alright, let's... You know what, how about I siege Oldenburg entirely? Then I can just do the in-out trick with Oversticht. Just stop any unit creations as they come in. turn of the year. I'll take the most offensive general units possible, which in this case are the Mauritians. Yes, it's the Mauritians. Hold on. It might be the charge infantry. The fire and shock are virtually the same these days. Yeah, the defensive pips are the same. I think I'll take an extra pip in the fire siege. In the fire phase though. Instead of an extra pip in the shock phase. Because everything's starting to level out now. I'll take the more balanced one. Doesn't make too much of a difference there. Oh yeah, Bavaria. What am I doing with Bavaria? How about I know this is weird because I'm going to be annexing Trier, but how about I ignore Bavaria? I will make them the primary target of a war later. Teutonic Order, Strasbourg and Coburg. I'm ignoring Austria, but Coburg are Protestant. I can make them enforce religion. Absolutely best thing for me to have done there. Excellent. Let's get some units over here. So now I can get over to Oversticht. We'll sit in the province for a second. Then I'll do the backwards and forwards. I'll just let that keep on. And I don't have to worry about watching it. Then let's drill with armies with generals. In fact, that's a reason why I should now create a general. Drill, my pretties. These guys also need to come into the fold so they can drill. The Swiss Home Guard can get over to, say, is Unterkarten about the middle of my empire now? Yeah, let's say Unterkarten's about the middle of the empire. We'll get rid of the siege on Chomedey. And I don't need innovativeness. I'm already 99.2 innovativeness. Nicely enough. Put one army in Bern, one army in Zurich. And then I'll just drill. Excellent. And this guy needs to not be on the province. We'll just sit next to it. And instead of going in, out, I'll just sit on the province when they start to make units. Nah, it's probably better for me to just do this. It doesn't really matter. It equals the same result at the end of the day. So set this up for now. So yeah, everybody else is drilling. After I put the Swiss Home Guard on rebel destruction anyway. So Unterkarten it is. Let's take another Diet for Turin having a manufactory. Wouldn't it be cool if earlier I expanded admin in Turin so I could put a state house in, but made a farm estate first? That would have been cool. Anyway, considering I did exactly that, let's just push through and make more stuff. Right, they've now surrendered. So, do I actually take Trier? I think I need to prioritise the Austrian lands here. I'll come back for Trier later. So for now, let's take some peace deals with these guys, get some money. 245 ducats. Standard stuff. Give me more prestige. Alright. Munster. Out. These guys can come back to Durlach to drill. I'll put the Swiss Home Guard on Rebel factions once I've pieced out, because once I've pieced out I'll end the episode, and I'll do that between episodes. Trier, rather than give me all your money, all your provinces, sorry, give me all your money. War reps, trade power, and end with, say, Frankfurt. Excellent. I want them to keep Memmingen. Then we'll peace out Austria. Diplomat comes back. This is 66%. That'll put me at 103 in total. Rouge is nearly done. So I'll peace out Austria in the next episode when Rouge has been finished coring. We'll end this one here for now. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.